Hi guys, Happy New Year to all of you. First of all, it is the 10th of January, so I don't think it's too late to wish New Year. And I hope you guys had a lovely New Year celebration. Uh, I might be looking very sick at the moment because the fact is that I'm not keeping well. I mean, it has nothing to do with MS, but just to be aware of that it is not just one thing that happens in life, right? So what happened is that yesterday early morning, it might have been around 5:30 or so, that I started getting this severe pain in my stomach. Now I am very familiar with that pain because I've had kidney stone kind of a thing a lot of times earlier in my life, and due to which I had even got myself operated, the kidney stone operation. It happened in maybe 2017 or 18. So, since that time, I never had that kind of a kidney stone pain, after I removed those stones from my kidney. And yesterday, early morning, right around 5:30ish, I knew that it has to be the kidney stone pain kind of thing because I was familiar with the pain. And then, because as you all know that I live alone, so I mean, like, I was just thinking, what do I do next? And I knew I have to go and admit myself in the hospital. And 5:30 was like almost, because it's winter, so it was dark. So I thought maybe it might subside, and I kept waiting for about an hour. But since it didn't, then maybe around 7 o'clock, I just gathered up all the courage I had, and then I went ahead and took a Uber and got myself admitted in the emergency in the nearby hospital. So that's something like when you're living alone and when you don't have any support, you think twice before taking such kind of steps, right? Because you really don't know, you are already in pain. Like, I was literally in pain, and by 7 o'clock it was unbearable, like totally unbearable. So I didn't have any other option but to gather all the courage I had and rush myself and get myself admitted in the emergency ward and get myself treated. So maybe they gave me some drips with two injections of painkillers, and after about one and a half hour, I think my pain subsided a little. And it all happens, maybe I would say, at the wrong time, because this is the time when I was thinking that I have to get my rituximab done. And I was thinking that January, okay, let me go ahead and do my blood test of whatever is required, like CD19, CD20, and LFT, KFT, CBC, and maybe do the brain MRI and all. So that I had kept like January month. I thought I will do all of that in January, and in February maybe I'll visit AIMS and then get my rituximab. But then now this other thing came in, right? Like last month, I had visited another doctor for some gynae reason, and she had asked me to do an ultrasound. At that point in time, kidney stone was detected in both of my kidneys, but the size of it was so small that I just ignored. So one left kidney had might be around 2.3, and the right kidney had about 3.4 or something. So it was very small, right? The stone size. So I had ignored and I did not take any medicine and all. And suddenly yesterday this thing happened. So now I have to further push back my rituximab dose that I'm supposed to take and concentrate on getting the kidney stone removed first. I mean, sometimes I feel, why does everything has to happen at the same time, right? From past 6 7 years, I did not get any kidney stone pain, and all of a sudden yesterday morning. And every time all these things happens at very unsuitable time. The last time I had this huge pain, it was like at midnight, around 12 o'clock. And then in the morning around 3 o'clock, I was at the Safdarjung hospital, in the emergency ward. And yesterday I was at this Yatharth hospital in Noida, so um but then, I mean, I don't know what can one do, right? I mean, that's how it is. I mean, when you face with obstacles, it's one and the other, keeps on coming after you, maybe. But yeah, I thought, like, the emergency, whoever the doctor who saw me at the emergency ward, he has prescribed like 5 days of medicine and then further to go ahead and do the ultrasound and urine culture and all test. So I'm thinking, let me take one step at a time. Maybe just go ahead and complete taking this 5 days of medicine and then do the ultrasound, see what is the status of the kidney stone, and then after that maybe I'll further take care of rituximab. But that is also something I can't delay, because last time I took it was in March, and ideally doctors suggest that it has to be taken in, like, 9 months time. But yes, the blood test of CD19 and 20 will make it clear whether it is needed or not. So maybe I can do that test and then prepare myself for rituximab. That's also something that is important, right? So I'm just taking one day at a time, I guess. But then again, giving it a thought, maybe, after doing all of this and after being able to do all of this by myself, I think I feel that, it just makes me feel more stronger. Yes, sometimes if you ask me, I feel like, I wish I wouldn't have to endure all of this alone. But then when there's no option, then you don't have an option, right? You have to be your own help. So, and at times I even feel proud that I'm able to do it all by myself. And I'm just hoping that I will be able to do it coming ahead too. But yes, one thing at a time, I suppose. And, to all of you who are like me, living alone with no help, just don't lose, hope. Just don't lose faith. I mean, at least you should have faith in God firstly, and then you should have faith in yourself, because I think, we as an individual, even while being alone, we can do a lot. You need to trust yourself. That's what I feel. That's what I wanted to say. I hope you guys take care of yourself and be good. I will see you around. So take care and bye bye.